So this is Hidayathulla, Faculty of Science and Technology. So in this class, we would like to discuss the test series of section 2. So in that, I would like to discuss the first unit. Here we have 5 questions. First unit is, in section 2, first unit is related to agriculture sector. Okay. So let us see the first question. Modern technology in agriculture has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. Modern technology in agriculture has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. So in this context, elucidate the role of science and technology in the achievements of agriculture sector in India. First, we have to understand the demand of the question. Then what are the keywords given in the question? So here, he has given one statement, modern technology in agriculture has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. So first, you have to understand what is Atmanirbhar. Self-sufficiency, self-reliance. Okay, that we call as an Atmanirbhar. So Atmanirbhar in which sector? That is agriculture sector. Okay. So, and the question here is, in this context, elucidate. Elucidate means explain or elaborate, you can say, explain the role of science and technology in the achievements of agriculture sector in India. Role of science and technology. Role of science and technology. Science and technology. What is science? What is technology? What is science and technology? Role of science and technology. Whether it is biotechnology, only biotechnology? No. All type of technologies. Okay. So, role of science and technology in the achievements of agriculture sector in India. So, first of all, here in this question, you have to remember, first in the introduction part, you have to mention something about the agriculture sector first. Okay. So, in the question, so the first question is modern technology. Modern technology. What is meant by modern technology? What type of modern technology means? So, starting from biotechnology, you can take biotechnology, ICT, information, communication technology, robotics, okay, and artificial intelligence, so big data. So, all these are the modern technologies, emerging technologies, you can say. So, these technologies can be applied in the agriculture sector. So, you have to mention the applications of these technology in agriculture sector. So, first of all, in this question, you have to write, the introduction part. Introduction. So, body. So, body means explanation part. So, what is the demand of the question here? And then finally, you have to conclude. You should have conclusion. What should write in the introduction part? So, the question is, modern technology in agriculture has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. In this context, elucidate the role of science and technology in the achievement of agriculture sector in India. See, in the introduction part, you have to mention something about the agriculture scenario in India. I had to mention about the agriculture scenario in India. Okay. And then that means first you have to mention the agriculture scenario in India in the introduction part. Say, for example, agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Agriculture is the mainstay of Indian economy. So, this agriculture and allied sectors. So, actually, in this introduction part, you have to mention agriculture. It is the backbone of Indian economy. Why it is backbone? Because most of the population are depending on agriculture only. And agriculture and allied sectors, they are contributing nearly 20% of our GDP. That means the agriculture and allied sectors like fisheries, and forestry. So these allied sectors, agriculture and allied sectors, they are contributing to nearly 20% of the GDP. That means this agriculture sector is playing very important role in the Indian economy. And what is the scenario of what is the present status of agriculture sector in India? So mostly in India, agriculture is depending on the nature, that is monsoons. Okay, so agriculture is mainly depending on monsoon. So there are various factors influencing the agricultural productivity in India that you have to mention in the introduction part. See, agriculture is the mainstay of Indian economy. It is agriculture and its allied sectors, they are contributing nearly to 20% of the GDP, and it is playing very important role in the Indian economy. And mainly in India, agriculture is mainly based on the nature. So that means it is mainly based on the monsoon conditions and various factors like climatic factors and global warming issues. Okay, they are hindering the productivity of the agriculture. So that you have to conclude in the introduction part. So after giving this information, just the need of the hour is to educate the farmers in the use of modern technology to increase their productivity, to increase their efficiency. Okay, to increase their productivity. That means just in the introduction part, we had to mention the agricultural scenario in India, and then what is the role of science and technology. Why we have to impart science and technology in the agriculture sector. That we have to conclude in the introduction part. Is it clear? Right. So then in the body, just you have to elaborate what he has given. The modern technology. Modern technology has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector means in all respects, in the productivity, okay, in the income, everything. So in this body, we have to elaborate the applications of science and technology. Applications of science and technology in agriculture. Or you can say role of science and technology in agriculture. So this modern technology is playing very important role in farming and agricultural practices. Okay. So in many ways, in various ways, that you have to elaborate it. Innovation in agriculture has revolutionized the agricultural sector. Okay. Say starting from mechanization. Okay. Crop improvement, integrated pest management systems. Is it clear? So like that, you have to mention some important achievements of the science and technology in agriculture. So science and technology have played a significant role in the achievements of the agriculture sector. Some of the key ways in this achievement include. So like that, you have to elaborate. Say for example, first one say crop improvement. Crop improvement. How this technology is playing role in crop improvement. Say for example, starting from traditional methods, okay, like plant breeding. Some of these plant breeding methods can improve the productivity. And nowadays, we have developed the advancement of this biotechnology and genetic engineering process. So in this crop improvement, the technology is playing very important role. Mainly the plant breeding methods, various types of cross breeding methods, and also the biotechnology and genetic engineering process. See, biotechnology and genetic engineering process. So by this biotechnology and genetic engineering process, we can able to produce various types of genetically modified crops. Genetically modified crops, or you can say transgenic crops. Transgenic crops. So by these transgenic crops, we can improve the nutritional value. We can improve the nutritional value of the crops. Say for example, by using this genetic engineering process, okay, by using this rDNA technology process, we can able to produce these GM crops. Say for example, you consider the golden rice. So what is that golden rice? It is vitamin A rich rice. So that means some of the one or more desired genes can be introduced into the crops. Thereby the crop can made as a transgenic or genetically modified. So that means by this biotechnology or genetic engineering process, we can improve the quality of the food material. We can improve the nutritional value by introducing one or more genes into the crops. So thereby we can improve the crop. We can improve the nutritional value. Even we can improve the productivity of the crops by reducing the crop inputs. By reducing the crop inputs. How? Say for example, the fertilizers. By reducing the inputs like fertilizers, pesticides. Okay. So by this biotechnological process, we are able to produce these biofertilizers. You heard about these biofertilizers? Okay. Biofertilizers, biopesticides. In place of chemical fertilizers, we can impart these biofertilizers and biopesticides into the crops. Thereby, the productivity, the crop yield can be increased. And also by genetic modification, the crops which are vulnerable to the abiotic stresses or environmental stresses can be produced. So these are all the methods employed through the biotechnology process. Okay. So like that, first you have to mention, so crop improvement. So various varieties by using various modern technologies, we can improve the crop production. We can improve the nutritional quality of the crops. We can develop the crops which are vulnerable to the, the crops which are vulnerable to the abiotic stresses. So that means these type of crops can be produced, and also integrated pest management. So different types of by using this biotechnological process, integrated pest management strategies can be developed. Integrated IPM strategies you can solve. IPM strategies, integrated pest management strategies. So that means, so various crops have been infested by the pest, and this can be controlled by using some biopesticides. There are different kinds of biopesticides are there. That may be cultured biopesticides, chemical and biological. So these type of, by using these type of cultural pesticides, chemical pesticides and biological pesticide, you come across these pesticides in detail in the biotechnology topic. That is in the second chapter. Okay. So various types of integrated pest management strategies can be employed by using different types of pesticides. So these pesticides can be produced from the biological organisms. So these we call as biopesticides. And these biopesticides may be cultured. Means say for example, you heard about what you called BT. You heard about BT, Bacillus thuringiensis. And also different types of viruses like NPV virus is there. Okay, nuclear polyhedrosis virus, GV virus, granulosis virus, CPV virus, cytoplasmic polyhedrosis virus. And also the chemical pesticides, and it means biochemical pesticides you can say, not chemical, biochemical pesticides. Biochemical pesticides means some of the products can be extracted from the plants and other organisms. They can be synthesized in the laboratory. So these type of chemicals can also be employed as pesticides. So by using different methods, by employing different integrated pest management strategies, we can protect these crops from the pests. Okay, so thereby we can improve the crop. And also the water management. So scientists have developed different techniques for conservation of this water. So water management can be done. So water management. So scientists have developed different water conservation methods like drip irrigation method, sprinkler irrigation, and also rainwater harvesting methods. So with the advent of these technologies, these methods of water conservation can be possible. So like drip irrigation, sprinkler method, okay, sprinkler irrigation, you can say, rainwater harvesting methods have been developed. Thereby we can conserve the water. And also livestock monitoring. So the technology has played a very important role in monitoring the livestock or dairy farms, you can say. Generally, livestock monitoring. Livestock monitoring. Generally, the technology is monitoring in livestock monitoring. So scientists have developed various types of breeding methods. Scientists have employed various types of breeding methods by using genetic principles or by using genetic techniques like crossbreeding methods, like crossbreeding. So by this crossbreeding, we can increase the productivity of the livestock. We can increase the productivity of livestock. And also, by using various types of communication methods, the health conditions of the livestock can be monitored. Say for example, various types of chips, electronic chips and sensors can be used to monitor the illness of the cattle. So, by using advanced chips or by using advanced sensors, we can monitor the illness we can predict the disease conditions of the livestock or the herd, you can say. So like that, the technology can also be employed in the improving productivity of the livestock and also in monitoring the health conditions of the livestock. Okay. So like that, the technology can also be used in livestock monitoring. And also climate smart agriculture. That means climatic conditions and weather conditions can be monitored through artificial intelligence enabled data system, data analytics. Climate or weather prediction, climate or weather monitoring, or you can say prediction through artificial intelligence. So this is called as a climate smart agriculture. Climate smart agriculture. Climate smart agriculture. So climate or weather prediction through artificial intelligence. So generally, modern equipment or AI based equipments, AI based technology, artificial intelligence based or enabled technology will gather the huge data, and it is involved in the precision farming, you can say. Precision farming, it is useful in the decision making process in agriculture sector. Okay, and also various types of drone technology. Okay, in the so drone technology, remote sensors and satellites. Generally, these drone technologies and satellites. So generally, we have launched various types of weather monitoring satellites. We have launched various types of weather monitoring satellites. Weather monitoring satellites like METSAT, you can say, INSAT, 3DR, INSAT 3DR. So these satellites, so different types of satellites can monitor the weather conditions like temperature, humidity, rainfall, and all these conditions. That means the satellites will deliver the information to the ground station. Thereby we can predict the weather conditions. So like that, the climate smart agriculture, it is mainly based on the artificial intelligence, robotic technology, drone technology, and also satellite gathering information, you could say. So INCOIS is also there. Various types of communication satellite, they are providing the information to the fishermen's, okay, through INCOIS system. So this fisheries is also an allied sector of agriculture, okay, and also farm mechanization. Farm mechanization. Farm mechanization. Mechanization of the farm. So generally, this mechanization of the farms either directly or indirectly will increases the yield of the agricultural product. Yield of the agricultural product. And also it reduces the manual labor. It reduces the manual labor. So this farm mechanization also has a huge impact on the agricultural achievement, you can say. And also digitalization of the agriculture. Digitalization of agriculture. So I already told you, digitalization of agriculture. So in this agriculture sector, we are using various types of communication technologies, digital technologies, okay, which involves in the precision farming, we can say. So precision farming means by using these advanced equipments, we can observe the cropping pattern, we can monitor the pre-harvesting seasons and post-harvesting methods, and all this can be done. That we call as a precision making, okay. Observation, monitoring of this agriculture sector by using the advanced technologies that we call as a precision farming, okay. So overall productivity of the agriculture sector can be increased by using these advanced modern technologies, okay. And finally, this is the body. In this body, you have to mention, so in the introduction part, we mentioned only agriculture and the scenario of agriculture in India. In the body, you have to mention the importance of, that means some of the applications of technology in agriculture sector, how technology is employed in agriculture sector. So starting from crop improvement, that means biotechnology and jetting process, okay, and also water management, resource management, you can say. So reducing the agricultural inputs, and also developing various types of agricultural inputs like biopesticides and biofertilizers, okay. So and also climate smart agriculture. In this also we are using various types of technologies, emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, big data, okay. So like that, this in the body you have to mention some of the applications of technology in agriculture sector. And finally, conclusion, you have to conclude it. Modern technology in agriculture has the potential to significantly increase crop yields and efficiency in India, leading to self-sufficiency and food security. So finally, modern technology has the potential to increase the crop productivity, thereby making India self-sufficient in crop production and also providing food security, okay. And use of digital and analytical tools is driving continuous implementation in agriculture. Thus, technology has and will continue to play a major role in agriculture and sustainable development going forward. So, technology in agriculture has the potential to truly lead India to be Atmanirbhar in all respects. That you have to conclude. So, the question has asked, modern technology in agriculture has the potential to lead India to be Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector. Atmanirbhar in agriculture sector means self-reliant, okay, self-sufficient, self-reliant in all the aspects of agriculture. So how it is happening? That means through the employment of various advanced technologies, we can increase the crop production, thereby we can provide the food security. So this you have to mention, okay. That is the first question. And the second one is, don't need. Here the question is, elucidate the role of science and technology in the achievement of agriculture sector in India, okay, in the achievements of agriculture sector. So otherwise, if you want to mention the challenges, you can conclude it in 1 or 2 lines in the conclusion part. That's enough, okay. There are various challenges to employ these technologies in farmers, okay. So that means low land holdings, you can say lack of awareness of the technology to the farmers, that these challenges you have to mention. So you can conclude that one, because that is not the main aim of the question, no? So here achievements of agriculture sector by using science and technology, that is, okay. So that is. And next, and the second question is, nowadays the cultivation of medicinal plants has become a profitable agribusiness in India. Okay, that is a statement. Nowadays, the cultivation of medicinal plants become a profitable agri-business in India. Then, what are the initiatives taken by the government of India to foster the growth of medicinal plant sector? So this is the question. So nowadays, the cultivation of medicinal plants has become a profitable agri-business in India. So the statement is, the cultivation of medicinal plant become a profitable agri-business in India. Why it has become profitable agri-business? That you have to mention in the introduction part. Is it clear? That you have to mention in the introduction part. And then directly you can write what are the initiatives taken by the government of India to foster the growth of the medicinal plant. Okay, in first one or two paragraphs, you have to mention, that means in the introduction part, you have to mention the importance of medicinal plants. Okay. So why it has become a profitable agri-business? So in that way, you have to mention the importance of medicinal plants. So first of all, in the introduction part, cultivation of medicinal plants in a commercial mode is one of the most profitable agri-business for the farmers. Okay, why? Generally, cultivation of medicinal plants has become a profitable agri-business. So first of all, what are medicinal plants? Generally, most of these plants are herbs. Okay. If you go to the records of the history, our traditional medication mostly depends on the herbs. That is Ayurveda. This Ayurveda mainly depends on the herbs and also folk method of medication, you can say. So these are all developed based on the extracts of the plants, extracts of the herbs. Okay, so that means the cultivation of this medicinal plant has become a culture of our nation, you can say. Okay, part of our culture. So in that way, and also if you observe geographically, if you observe the crops, nearly 15,000 to 16,000 geographical regions have been identified. In that, nearly 6,000 to 7,000 regions have favoring the growth of these medicinal plants. Okay, so that is the one thing. And also, these medicinal plants, these medicinal herbs doesn't have any side effects when compared with the other type of medications like allopathy. So that is one reason. And also, in the present scenario, like the COVID-19 pandemic, the entire world is scrambling to develop a drug against this COVID and also other types of ailments like viral ailments or airborne diseases. So in that, most of the health experts suggested that, so you can improve our immune system, you can improve our body response to these pathogens, okay, by taking some of the herbs. Even the Ministry of IAS has suggested to take called kadha. That is kadha means it is simply a formulation. Okay, it is simply a formulation which is made up of tulsi leaves, dalchini, dry ginger powder, and also the black pepper. Just if you observe this kada, or it is one type of formulation, okay, which mainly contains tulsi leaves, dalchini, dry ginger powder and black pepper. All these are the herbs. All these are the products of herbs. So these substances will boost our immune system. Okay. So for boosting our immune system, so we have taken this type of kada, and also the Ministry of Ayush have suggested to take this kada. Okay, not only this one. There are various types of well-known plants. Say for example, you take neem. Neem means Ajad Rakta Indica. Okay, so this neem, it can be used as anti-dermatitis. It is an anti-dermatitis. Is it clear? And also Sarpagandha is there, You heard about all these things, sarpagandha. So this sarpagandha, the extracts of the sarpagandha, that means the extracts of the roots of the sarpagandha, so it can be used to reduce BP, blood pressure. That means the cardiac problems can be treated. Okay, and also it is used to treat a mental illness called schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. A mental illness called schizophrenia. What is schizophrenia? It is a psychic disorder. Okay, which is related to disturbances in the thought, hallucinations and illusions. So these type of herbs, sarpagandha, and also various types of herbs like vincristin, extracts of vincristin, vinblastin, they can be used as anti-cancer drugs. Anti-cancer drugs. There are various types of herbs, shrubs, and also some trees. They are medicinally important. They are medicinally important. They are medicinally important. So, by cultivation of these type of medicinal important plants or herbs, the farmers will get the income. So, these medicinal plants can improve the income of the farmers. That's why the cultivation of this medicinal plant become a very much profitable agribusiness for the farmers. So in this way, to promote the cultivation of these medicinal plants, okay, to encourage the farmers to cultivate these medicinal plants, the government also taken some initiatives to promote the cultivation. So let us see what these are. So in the introduction part, just you have to mention why the cultivation of medicinal plant become a profitable agribusiness. So just you have to mention what are medicinal plants, why it become profitable. Okay, because of huge importance of these medicinal plants in the treatment of various types of diseases. Okay, it become very profitable. So in that way, the government of India also initiated or promoted. That means they have also taken various types of initiatives to foster the growth of the medicinal plants. So in that way, so the government of India had taken various initiations by establishing National Medicinal Plant Board. Let us see government initiatives. In the body you have to mention government initiatives. Government initiatives. So the government has established National Medicinal Plant Board. National Medicinal Plant Board, NMPB. National Medicinal Plant Board. So actually it was established in the year 2000. The government of India has established National Medicinal Plant Board, NMPB, in the year 2000. So with the goal of promoting the cultivation, conservation, promoting the cultivation, conservation, with the goal of promoting cultivation of medicinal plants, conservation of medicinal plants, and sustainable use of medicinal plants. Sustainable use of medicinal plants. So, the government of India has established a National Medicinal Plant Board in the year 2000 with the goal of promoting the cultivation, growing, conservation, preservation, and sustainable use, okay, without making any harm to the environmental conditions of medicinal plants, okay. And also, a policy has been framed on these medicinal plants, like a national policy on medicinal plants, and also national policy on medicinal plants, A separate national policy have been formulated on these medicinal plants. National policy on medicinal plants. Generally, the policy aims to conserve, and increase the availability of the medicinal plants in India. So, national policy on medicinal plant also aim to cultivate, conserve, and increase the availability of the medicinal plants. And also, various schemes also have been initiated, like Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhima Yojana. The government also initiated Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhima Yojana, PMFBY. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhima Yojana. So, different types of schemes have been initiated. It provides insurance coverage to the farmers. So, this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhima Yojana scheme provides insurance coverage to the farmers who are growing these medicinal plants. Okay. So, this scheme provides the insurance coverage to the farmers who are growing these medicinal plants. And this scheme helps to mitigate the crop losses. This is the aim of this scheme. And also, other types of schemes have been initiated by the government to promote the growth of these medicinal plants, like National Ayush Mission. National Department of Ayush has initiated National Ayush Mission scheme for these medicinal plants. And also, the government initiated GACP measures. GACP. Good Agricultural Collection and Practices. Good agricultural and collection practices. GACP. Specifically, GACP for medicinal plants. So, government also implemented GACP, means Good Agricultural Collection and Practices. Good agricultural collection practices for medicinal plants. So, it is to ensure the quality. It is to ensure the quality, efficacy of the medicinal products. Quality and efficacy of the medicinal products. So, government has initiated a board called National Medicinal Plant Board, and also a policy have been framed for these medicinal plants. And also, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhima Yojana scheme is providing insurance coverage to the farmers who are cultivating these medicinal plants, and also it helps in the mitigation of the crop losses. Okay, and also GACP practices for these medicinal plants. That means good agricultural collection practices. Okay, for ensuring the safety and quality of the medicinal products. Okay, and also the government also has set up various types of conservation, setting up of conservation areas for medicinal plants. So, various types of medicinal plants which are facing threat, which are endangered. Okay, extinct or endangered or threatened species of these medicinal plants can be conserved by implementing various strategies, conservation strategies. Okay, so like that, various types of medicinal plants can be conserved by implementing different types of strategies. Okay, and the genome of these plants can be preserved, that by cryopreservation process. Okay, so these type of conservation areas have been set up by the government. And also the promotion of the value-added products. So various types of products which are extracted from the medicinal plants, medicinal herbs, they are commercially useful, okay? They are medicinally useful. So these products can be promoted. Say for example, various types of essential oils are there. Essential oils are there. And various types of resins are there. Various types of essential oils, oleoresins, and these oleoresins, some of these are commercially important, and these can be promoted. These are all the value added products. Okay, so these products can be promoted to increase the income of the farmers. Actually, these are all not the medicinal products. So from some of these medicinal plants, some other products can be extracted which are commercially important. So these commercial products can also be promoted. Thereby we can increase the income of the farmers. Okay, and also support for R&D and clinical trials. The government is also supporting for R&D establishment, research and development establishments, and also promoting clinical trials. So recently, Union Ministry of State Science and Technology have initiated a new mission called Aroma Mission. A new mission called Aroma Mission. Aroma Mission. So this is also called as this Aroma Mission is also called as lavender or purple revolution. So mainly this mission have been initiated in the Jammu Kashmir, mainly in Jammu Kashmir. Integrated aroma dairy entrepreneurship for Jammu Kashmir to increase the income of the farmers of this Jammu Kashmir state, to augment. So it was aimed to cultivate mainly the lavender. Okay, so from this lavender we can obtain oleoresins, oils can be obtained from this lavender. So here in this aroma mission, so CSR CMAP, in this aroma mission, so CSR means Council of Scientific Industrial Research, laboratory called CMAP. CMAP means Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants. Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants. So which is located in Lucknow. It is acting as a nodal agency. For implementing this aroma mission. Okay. So Union Ministry of State Science and Technology has initiated aroma mission. Okay, particularly to cultivate this lavender in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so for this CSR CMAP, Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, Lucknow, will act as nodal agency, and also the other CSR laboratories. So they are participating in the research and development of these aromatic plants. Research and development of, say for example, CSIR IHBT. Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology. Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology, which is located in Palampur, CSIR IHBT, and also CSIR IIM, CSIR IIM, Indian Institute of, it is in Jammu, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine. Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, which is in Jammu. So these are the two CSR laboratories which are participating in the research and development of the aromatic plants, okay, or medicinal plants you can say. CSR IHBT, Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology, Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology, which is in Palampur, and CSR IIM, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, which is in Jammu. These are the two participating laboratories which are involving the research and developmental activities of aromatic and medicinal plants. Okay, and the CSIR CMAP, Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plant, Lucknow, which is acting as a nodal agency. Okay, so these initiatives are mainly aimed to increase the cultivation and availability of these medicinal plants to the Indian people. And okay, so like that, the government has given have taken various initiatives to promote the growth of these medicinal plants in India. Okay, right. So that is the second question.